Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, The Diamond Painting Gamer. Now, this is my fifth video, and I've decided to make a change in the name of my channel. Basically because, I want it to be a bit more unique and I want it to reflect a little bit of myself. So, as well as diamond painting, my next favourite hobby, my next favourite de-stress pastime is gaming. And I've been gaming for, my goodness, about 30 years. So love it. If you walk past me in the street, you wouldn't think I was a gamer, but I am. I'm hardcore. Anyway, I thought I'd celebrate the little change in name and the new slant, or the different slant that the channel is going to take, and by unbagging, which is already out of the bag, a little gaming friend. So, those of you who know your games, even if you don't know your games, you will recognise this guy here, and it's Mario. So I've actually got quite a few gaming related diamond paintings, but Mario here is nice and bright and colourful. So he came from fan sales and he was £3.49. Let's straighten him out. We can get a good look at him, and we'll kit him up, and I'll chat to you about my my gaming. So he's on poured glue. You can roll him back. The poured glue canvases, you're not going to do any damage to them, and that'll help just to flatten them out. Still a little bit bumpy. He's been rolled up in my cupboard for a couple of months actually. Another thing you can do is roll them against the grain this way, go out to 90 degrees if you like, of the way that it was originally came rolled up, and that also I find helps to flatten it out. Let's try going around this way as well. So, the menu of you game. It's very, very popular. The games industry, I read somewhere, brings in more money, more revenue than movies now. Just peeling back the cover paper slightly and going over it with a bone folder, like a dry iron. Get them nice and smooth. He's really starting to flatten out now. I'm not going to start drilling them just now. It'll be a few days. I'll pop them underneath my mattress, flatten them out a wee bit. And if it's still a bit bumpy after a couple of days, these are just nailing folds. But if he's still a bit bumpy after a couple of days, I'll iron them out. I use a cool iron, no water, lay it upside down with a heavy towel and apply a little bit of heat and a little bit of pressure, and that gets it out. So we've got quite a sharp nailing piece here and here too, but that'll flatten out no bother. So here we are, Mario. So he's a 30 by 40 round, and we have 18 colours, so not very many. We also have some DMC codes. So the symbols are all letters, and the printing's lovely and clear. And there's a picture image, so the picture's on the canvas with the drill field superimposed on top. So yeah, lovely. Lots of colour blocking going on here. I mean, look at that nose. That's all A's. The background, a lot more confetti, so that'll make it look really, really good. There's something to be said about not having a solid background. I think it really brings, you know, whatever's in the foreground to life. So what we'll do is we'll just give it a quick measure. So it says 30 by 40 and it's 25 by just under 35. So kind of what we'd expect from a budget diamond company like Fan Sales. I say Fan Sales is probably one of my favourite budget companies. They have some great images on there. I buy from them a lot. So we'll say goodbye to Mario for the moment. I'll turn him upside down. And we'll have a look at the drills. We also got a basic toolkit in the pack. Green boat, pink pen, small plate of wax. I'm not going to use any of these when I actually do the diamond painting. We'll have a look at the drills. So excuse the rustling. Okay. So, as I said before, we had 18 colours. And they're all nice bright colours. It's a she with a kind of a taupe colour to start with. But brown diamonds, all looking very nice. Reds, a pale grey, pale minty green. Nice vibrant green. 2 bags of that. DMC colours aren't on the bags, but they are on the canvas. Very pale lemon, very pale yellow, navy, dark green. I think that's a dark blue as well. Pink. Quite a few browns in there. Blues, white. More blues, yellow, purple, and another blue. Okay, so put them to the side for a second. We'll turn our guy over. So this image actually comes from Super Mario Galaxy 2. So here's Mario here. And he's chasing after a star. These are the big collectibles at the end of each level that he wants to be collecting. And this fella here is Yoshi, and Yoshi's his big green dinosaur pal. And I've got a bit of a story to tell about Yoshi, but we'll chat about that as we're kitting up. So what I thought I'd do is, as well as showing you this diamond painting, I would kit it up and chat to you a little bit about my passion for gaming. So let's get ready. We're going to kit up into this case here. I love the screw top containers. This one holds 30, got it from Amazon. Okay, I can link that in the description box down below, and I will also link the diamond painting as well from Fan Sales. I did check earlier, and it is still available. So, I love these screw tops. I don't know if I mentioned, I love these screw top containers. They won't fall over. They won't spill when they fall over if you screw the lids on tight. They're very robust. I keep them all labelled numerically. So here we've got 1 to 30, and usually I work when I use these, I work from the key. So I'll work from this key here. So I won't look at the symbols on the containers. I'll use the number, and when I see a number 1, I'll use my key. When I see a C on the diamond painting, I'll look and it'll say it's colour number 1, and then I'll go to pot number 1. Okay, and lift my C out. So here we've got Zs. So when I see Zs here, I'll look down. It's colour number 15. So I'll know that in pot 15, I'll have my Zs. Right, so let's get kitting up. Now, as I said, I started gaming when, about 30 years ago, I had a Master Drive, a Sega Master Drive, Master System, and that came out before the Mega Drive, which I think is the one that most people think of as Sega's earliest console. And of course, the first game I played was with Sega's well-known mascot, Mario's competition, if you like, and that is Sonic the Hedgehog. So, very frustrating playing that game. This was in the days before you could save, so you basically had to play it all the way through if you want to finish it. And it took me weeks and weeks of playing, and then eventually I did it. Okay, so try again. As old famous Robert the Bruce, famous Scotsman, did. So yeah, so I think he was my very first Sonic the Hedgehog, very first gaming experience. After the Sega, I actually became a bit of a gaming snob, and I stopped playing on consoles, and I went on to PC gaming, and I did a lot of gaming on there. But I eventually came back to consoles when the PlayStation 4 came out, and I've been a PlayStation gal ever since. So PlayStation 4, and I've now got PlayStation 5. We've also always had Nintendo in the house. My children love Nintendo, so we had a variety of Nintendo consoles, but not for me, for the children. They love Mario and Pokemon, and you know, all those games. Okay, so I've got two number 5. So what I think I'll do is I'll put one number 5 in the pot, and the other one I think I'll put in the pouch here in the I've got a pouch in here in this case, so it's handy for if you've got extra bags, and then once you know the pot gets lower down, then I'll put that bag into the pot. So yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, so we had Nintendo in the house, so I played a lot of Mario with the children, and various other games, know the characters very well. But my first, or my big passion when it comes to gaming is survival horror and stealth games. So even if you haven't gamed before, I'm sure you know you've probably heard of Resident Evil. It's a big film franchise as well, but it started off as a gaming franchise, and yes, that's my favourite. I love Resident Evil. Absolutely fantastic. The films are dreadful. The games, for the most part, are pretty good. Looking forward to playing the latest Resident Evil game. I haven't done it yet, haven't got it yet, but that'll be a little treat to myself at some point. The other games I like are stealth games where you have to sneak around. So I'm not into big sort of like running and shooting. You know, no Fortnite, no Grand Theft Auto or anything like that. But I do like my horror games, and I do like my stealth games. So I said I'd tell you a little story about this character that's on this diamond painting, this character Yoshi. So we have cats, and I've had several cats over the years, and you know, those of you who have got, you know, furry members to your family, you know how difficult it can be sometimes to think up a really cool names for them. So when I was in my early 20s and still going through my Sonic the Hedgehog phase, we got a little ginger cat, and he was crazy. He used to run up the curtains, he used to dive around everywhere. He jumped out of our window in our flat. We had a first floor flat, and he jumped out the window. He was absolutely crazy. He used to go hairing around everywhere. So you can guess what we called him. We called him Sonic. Oh, he was a great cat. He was gorgeous. Yeah, unfortunately he went blind when he got older, as a result of high blood pressure, and that also led to him having kidney disease, and unfortunately went downhill quite quick after his kidneys failed. So you know, that was very sad to see him. But even when he was blind, he was still zipping around everywhere. So that's our first cat that was named after a video game character. But at the moment, we have a cat called Pepper. Oh, we've got two cats actually. We've got a calico cat called Pepper, and a Bengal as well called Kenny. Anyway, Pepper is actually named after this character here, Yoshi. In this game here that he appears in, Yoshi can eat a hot chili pepper, and when he eats a hot chili pepper, he runs around really fast. It's very difficult to control actually when he runs around so fast. And when we got Pepper, I asked my children, you know, what would you like to name her? And my youngest son said, who was playing the game at the time, said, let's call her Red Hot Chili Pepper Yoshi. I'm going, we can't call her Red Hot Chili Pepper Yoshi. That's a bit of a mouthful. I said, why don't we shorten it? You know, you can call her Yoshi. No, we can't call her Yoshi. Okay, so we're not going to call her Yoshi. Okay, well, what about chili or chili pepper or pepper? Anyway, they chose Pepper, and that stuck. So there you go. So in a roundabout way, she's named after this character Yoshi. Now, the funny thing is, Sonic was named after Sonic the Hedgehog because he ran around really fast and was really skitty. Now, when this character here, Yoshi, eats his red hot chili pepper, he runs around really fast and, you know, skitty and, you know, all over the place. Now, my cat Pepper is the polar opposite of being fast and skittish. She is a real homebody. She is, well, she can put a turn on if she wants, but she is, yeah, she likes to sleep and she likes to curl up. She takes no nonsense, mind, but yeah, she's not really a hot chili pepper kind of cat. So we're kind of going through this kitting up here. Hopefully you can see everything because I'm sitting down now and I can't really see the field of view, but I kind of checked it before I started. Okay, so number 13. I wonder what colour is that, number 13 actually, because that looks like that really minty very, very pale minty green off-white that you see in a lot of diamond paintings. I really like that colour. Let's have a look. Let's turn this over and see what the DMC code is. 3756. Yes. Yes. Lovely. Don't you think that's gorgeous? Lovely colour. Beautiful. Oops, you weren't even in the field of view. There we go. Beautiful. So I've played this game, Super Mario Galaxy 2. I've also played Super Mario Galaxy. I haven't finished them all completely. I did get to the end. I finished it as in, you know, I got to the end screen and I finished the game. But like a lot of games, these ones, there's lots of extra things to do that are over and above actually playing the game. You know, there'll be extra missions to do, or extra things to collect and pick up, or specific challenges to do that's out with the kind of main game. So I haven't actually managed to do any, you know, a lot of those, because they're really hard and they're really tricky. And I'm getting on a bit. My reaction times aren't quite what they were. Both my sons have finished them. Both my sons have finished them. But I seem to have, you know, sort of, my love of gaming has seemed to have been passed on, or, you know, my children like gaming as well. My husband does sort of. It's not really big for him. But all three of my children do. My oldest son built his own gaming computer from scratch. He's moved out now, but the computer's still here, and my youngest son has sort of inherited it. And my daughter games. She likes similar games to myself. She likes the Resident Evil games, The Last of Us, which is a big Sony title. It's quite funny. She had an ex-boyfriend who liked The Witcher and played The Witcher, so she wanted to get The Witcher and play that, so she started playing it. And then when they split up, she stopped playing it and didn't go back to it, which is quite funny. Anyway, so last colour. So at the moment, I'm playing 2 or 3 games, but at the moment, my big challenge is a game called Bloodborne, which is another game that's exclusive to the Sony PlayStation. So I've started it a couple of times and really got stuck a lot. It's a very, very hard game, and you die a lot in it. But I've decided I'm going to plug on, and yeah, we will get there. We will get there, slowly but surely. I think it's perseverance and patience is the key for that one. Anyway, that didn't take too long to kit up because there's only 18 colours. Move the rubbish to the side, close that up. I'll get a nice tray and get started on this probably maybe tomorrow. I'm in the middle of another small diamond painting at the moment. I've not really, another 30 by 40, which I've only got maybe about the bottom sort of quarter to third to do, so it seems a shame not to finish that before I start this one. So we'll finish that one first, and then we'll give this one a go, get this one started. So here he is. And actually, just I don't think I'll need to iron this at all. I think this will flatten out really nicely underneath the mattress. And to be fair, I think once the drill's just this crease here is the one that's that's really quite bad, and it's not a crease at all, it's just a fold. But that should come out really nicely. So yeah, there we go. Mario. I'll smooth them out. I could sit all day and play with my bone folder and smoothing out these paintings. I find it very relaxing. See if we can get, this is me now. This is me now. I'm going to be fiddling. I'm going to be fiddling now until this is done. Anyway, time to go and pop him somewhere where he'll just finish flattening out. So yeah, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me waffle on about sort of an introduction about my love of games. So what I'll probably do is chat to you a wee bit more about gaming as well as diamond painting. Maybe throw some stuff in there about the cats. Throw some stuff in there about Scotland, because as I said earlier on in one of my other videos, I don't think there's many Scottish creators out there that do diamond painting. I haven't come across any. So yeah, thank you for listening to me warble on, and if you want to keep listening to me warble on, please feel free to subscribe. Like the video if you like what you hear, and please leave a comment down in the comment section. I'll answer them. Yeah, I'll answer them. Okay, cheerio.